Incredible landscapes, haunting ruins, and woke scones at dawn. What's it really like to actually visit a National Trust property? Over the weekend we visited Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal Water Garden, a UNESCO World Heritage Site located just outside the city of Ripon in North Yorkshire. With ticket prices being a good chunky 20 quid to enter and membership costing around 100 quid, your money does go a long way to supporting the charitable efforts of the National Trust to preserve these historic places. Coming up in this episode, what's it really like to visit Fountains Abbey? How was the experience and is it actually worth it? Hey, this is Stu from Out and Back Travel. I make videos like this one to help inspire your own days out. If you like this video or find it helpful, please help me out on YouTube by smashing that like button and consider subscribing. Usually I make videos about theme parks. Today we're swapping the roller coasters for ruins to explore a slightly different day out. Now, as a homosexual, very much plunging feet first into my 40s, I'm definitely at the age and disposition where a pleasant stroll around a National Trust property on a weekend is a good time. I know, so cultured, right? So let's explore what Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal has to offer. First up, experience 9 out of 10. Fountains Abbey is made up of 3 attractions spanning a huge expanse of land. You have the Studley Royal Deer Park, which is free to enter, and the remaining 2 sections of Studley Royal Water Garden and Fountains Abbey are the gated part, which require an admission ticket. The Abbey started construction in 1132 and was destroyed 400 years later when Henry VIII was jealous that the monasteries had a bigger spire than his own. There's quite a lot of the Abbey ruin left, which is wonderful to explore and learn about how the monks lived. In 1693, the Aylesby family inherited Studley Royal Estate next door to the Abbey. They started to create the Water Garden with the ambition that their ancestors in 330 years' time would inherit the riches of the public paying 8 quid for a scone. In 1767, the family purchased the Abbey next door and incorporated it into the gardens, and the site is truly breathtaking. The landscaping is stunning, and it's crazy to think what was achieved hundreds of years ago. The site was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1986, as they consider the landscape to be a feat of human genius, which is one of the 10 criteria. The follies provide an amazing view down to the Abbey, and even a quick walk around the circumference of the grounds without stopping to explore the exhibitions would take you over an hour. There's a lot to see and do here. Facilities, 9 out of 10. I felt there was a thoughtful consideration for visitors enjoying the site. The main pathways were solid, which was very much appreciated on a rainy March day that we weren't up to our ankles in mud. There's a free audio guide to download and explain the history along the way. And we also saw some volunteers flashing out the stories and bringing the history to life. Well worth a conversation if you do encounter one along your way, as it really does add an extra dimension to your visit. Practically, the toilets were well paced around the site. There was a water bottle filling station, lots of dog bins, and even a big play park for the kids. I'm sad I'm too old for the slide. Secondary, 8 out of 10. So how are the options to extract the coins out of my pockets on top of the admission charge, aka, as we say in the business, the secondary spend options? So there are lots of cafes around the site, so lots of places to stop and have a nice latte and a baked good, and a well curated gift shop at the main visitor centre. They even had tit tape. No really, here's some tit tape. We had a pleasant lunch at the busy visitor centre cafe. It was very tasty and efficient service. I think they cope well with the long queue and the staff are super friendly. Value, 9 out of 10. When thinking overall how satisfied I was with my visit to Fountains Abbey, I would give it a 9 out of 10. The admission price is £20.90 with gift aid for an adult. There is pricing for different age groups and families, which may work out more beneficial for your own situation. And of course, National Trust offers an annual membership scheme. Currently it's £91.20 for an adult or £151.20 for an adult couple. Again, there's deals for seniors, under 25s and families. This could work out to be a good deal for yourself. I think it requires a little planning of your year ahead. Sit down, crunch the numbers and work out if it's going to add up for yourself. It's also worth mentioning that English Heritage members get free entry to Fountains Abbey, as that particular organisation cares, or aka picks up the tab for the actual conservation of the Abbey ruin. So overall this gives Fountains Abbey a total score of 35 out of 40. Very high. With such an extensive site and the benefits of the free attractions in the Water Garden, Abbey and Deer Park, I think Fountains Abbey has a lot to offer. It also requires a good time commitment to discover and explore everything it has to offer, so you really are getting great value for your money. The National Trust have done an amazing job of making this incredible landscape accessible to visitors, and I really felt everything was well thought out. Looking after them with good quality facilities, food outlets and ways of bringing the story to life, like the free audio guide, which was incredible. Fountains Abbey and Studley Royal Water Garden are totally worth a visit. I would highly recommend it. But what did you think? Please share your experiences in the comments below. How did you find your visit to Fountains Abbey? Do you think it's worth the money? Or have you never visited but would you visit now you've seen this video? Let me know in those comments below. And remember, until next time, stay safe on the way out and back.